This was recorded at the media joint.
I now know he wasn't sorry for it because there was a whole thing. He leaked a bunch of my text messages after like that. And that kind of hurt a bit more because I'm like, dude, like you still called me fat on TV. And that's my one regret on the show.
Oh my
yeah.
God, let me see. Oh shit.
Yeah.
That is so rogue.
Boy, that's a bit rogue.
Is it even that rogue?
Welcome back to another episode of A Bit Rogue with Skye and Tori. How are you, Skye?
I'm good, but my eyelashes have been bugging me. I got them done for Japan because...
You have fake eyelashes in? Or?
Yeah, these are like extensions.
Okay, yeah.
But when I was like 20, like I'd actually say from 18 to 21 or 22, I was addicted to eyelashes. Like,
you were.
Like buckets. Like
Yeah.
there was no gaps in between. It was just two slugs. And obviously that's not really like trendy anymore. Like everyone gets lash lift and lash tint, which is what I much prefer.
Although a lot of girls I feel like have the real long eyelashes, but maybe now it's like trending not to.
Yeah. So a lot of people are going for their like natural look. But
Do you think it's just people growing up though, or...
I don't
full trends?
know. So I've actually seen a lot of videos lately, like Sofadofa posted
I
her
saw
before
that.
and after.
Yeah.
Another creator did her before and after. Same with like bleaching their hair. I think we're in this like beauty trend of like natural is much prettier.
Yeah.
And it just made me think like, wow, I had some pretty atrocious moments. But yeah, they're really bugging me. And I semi-regret getting them done, but also it was pretty convenient when we were on holiday.
100%. If you're on holiday,
like,
vibes.
yeah,
Like,
now
that's
I'm
where
just
makeup.
like, get it the fuck off my
get the fuck
face.
off.
And yeah, and I don't like the look of it. I much prefer my face with a lash lift and lash tint.
Yeah, I mean, I got mine lifted and they looked amazing, but all my eyelashes are falling out. So I don't know if this is
They
the
left
girl
it on
kind
too
of.
long, maybe?
Yeah, I think they left it on too long because like I'm so nervous because I have nice eyelashes, I think, and they're all falling out. So I'm getting on that lash extent. What is that? Like the growing serum right now.
Oh, lash serum. Yeah,
lash
I
serum.
love my
I need
lash
that.
serum.
Yeah. So I actually have something super exciting coming up. I have booked my own event at the Island. This is like the first time I've ever done an event. So I'm really, really excited and I'm a little bit nervous. But we have some amazing DJs on the lineup. We have upcoming singer-songwriter DJ Molly Roberts. We have... she's absolutely amazing. She's beautiful and she's such a good DJ, Bella Back. And then we also have who our guest is, which you guys will find out in a second. I'll also be DJing. It's if you haven't been to the Island is a floating club in the middle of Sydney Harbour.
They park it up near Taronga Zoo.
Near Taronga Zoo. So you got the Harbour Bridge in the background, sunset vibes. It's from like 1 till 7 p.m. It's going to be really, really fun. I feel like it's like one last send off, like see you later summer.
Yeah.
Kind of vibe. But yeah, so
it's like their second last sesh of the season.
Yeah, but I'm just going to start saying that this is the last because it's going to be the last good one. So this is the last one and your last chance ever now. But yeah, that comes into what is your iffy moment?
My iffy moment of the week was actually very stressful. So my child is becoming more mobile. Like he's full toddler mode now. He knows what he's doing. He's on run mode. He can kind of open and close doors, the fridge. I went out onto the balcony the other morning just before, like I was in a massive rush. I had my girlfriend coming over to watch Banks. And yeah, I went out on the balcony and I just heard this little like, pitter patter of little tiny toes. He shut the door and locked me out on the balcony.
No way.
Yeah, so I started banging on the glass being like, do it again, because he flicked the switch.
Yeah.
And he thought it was hilarious. And then he just fucking walked away. So I'm on the balcony and I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm going to have to yell out to the neighbours. That's
Did
so
you have your phone on you or
awkward.
anything?
No, I had my
my
undies
God.
on.
Oh my
Just my
God. It
undies
sounds
on.
like Michaela's story.
And I was holding my, can of dog food, my dog, to be precise, and then I remembered that my bedroom has a leading door to the balcony, and I finally got off.
Thank
and I was
God.
just thinking, oh my God, I would have had to go to the toilet on the balcony where the fucking dogs go, because I was literally busting. And it reminded me
oh my God.
the girlfriend that was coming over to watch Banks, I'd say 6 years ago, we went to a festival and Lil Wayne was playing in Parramatta, super random. But we since realised he was just like not that good live. So we decided to leave and he was the last act. And if you've ever been to Parramatta Park or whatever they call it, it's actually a little bit of a windy walk down. Anyway, so we do the windy walk up, and I was like, oh, I regret not going to the toilet because it was an hour's drive back to the beaches.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was just like busting for a wee, and I thought, fuck it, I'm just going to go pee next to this bush because there was literally no one around. And I'd say my girlfriend was like probably like, I don't know, 5 meters away, not that long. Anyway, this is so fucked. I squat to wee, and as soon as I released to wee, I literally just shat on the ground.
No. What the fuck, Skye?
And I'm going to her, I need a leaf or something. And she's literally standing there laughing, filming at me. And I literally see this like black thing in the corner of my eye. The festival has ended. Hundreds of people are coming to
Skye, that's so cool. That's so cool. How do you just act no?
Oh no, I was almost crying. It was really stressful.
Yeah,
and do you know what I did? I just pulled my pants up and I was like, get in the car. We're going.
Well, definitely no after parties for you.
No. She went home. I was rattled. And every single year after that same date, my girlfriend will send me the video.
Oh my God. That is honestly traumatizing.
So I was just like, yeah. So thanks to Banks, I've got my memories of accidentally pooping on the ground in front of a lot of people.
Okay. Love that for you. All right. My infy moment. Oh, okay. So as you know, I've kind of been seeing someone, and yes, it is the same person that asked me if I knew how many calories were in the chips. So don't at me about that, about hanging out with him after that. Every single time I hung out with him from that moment, he was commenting either on what I was eating or like the way I was training.
I don't know if that's like a show off thing to try to be like, oh, I know food. Or
yeah, well, he does. Yeah, he does dedicate a lot of his life to that stuff, but I didn't fucking ask you for your opinion.
Yeah.
And anyways, I kind of kept being like, stop commenting on it because like, you know, that's how, you know, girls have body issues and stuff like that, is you keep commenting on like my body and like, you know, what I'm eating and stuff. Then it was like it was getting to me, but like I'm strong and I was kind of like, just stop. Like it's just annoying. Anyways, I sent him 2 photos of myself. And I was like, oh, like, which one should I post on Instagram? As you do, like, send it to the gals. I was sending it to him because we were already texting. He was like, I think you should send me this one. I think you should post this one. Then makes the other one a sticker.
What do you mean a sticker?
Like, you know how you hold it down and it cuts you out?
Oh, yeah.
Sends it to me and then in quotation marks goes, yeah, I eat healthy. And it had my full body out. So I had like a bralette and like low white waist pants and my whole body was out. And he said that. And I was like, that is so fucking mean.
I don't get that.
Yeah, I don't get it either. And that's, I obviously like from this moment.
What a Fruit Loop.
I was like, you can't. I was like, do never fucking comment on my body again. Do not comment on what I eat. Don't do that to any girls.
Can I just say that me and Red Cat Man have both said to you from the get-go, don't hang out with this guy.
I know.
And this was before the comments like that. He's just not.
No,
he's a bum.
No, 100%. But like, who does that? Like, it comments like so often about. And like, I'm happy with my body. Like, I like what I eat. I eat healthy. Like, I go to the gym. Like, and I'm not trying to. And he's like, oh, but you, and then after I was saying that, he's like, but you have room to improve. I was like, I don't want to improve. And also, I'm not asking for your fucking opinion. Anyways, that was absolutely not for me. I mean, maybe it was for me in terms like I could actually handle that. But I know if like someone said that to a lot of other girls, like they would be really fucking upset.
Tori, people wouldn't date people like that.
Yeah, this is true. Anyways, it's over now. So
what a loser.
Yeah, I haven't officially ended it yet. So if you're listening to this, bye.
Sucks to be here.
No, yeah, he'll be getting it. Yes, it will be ending. But anyways, that was my few moment, and it made me feel like shit. Honestly, like just don't comment, especially like I'm not asking your opinion.
I just don't fuck with people that comment on other people's bodies or what they're eating.
100%. Anyways, on a lighter note, we have a very good friend coming on today. He just came off a reality TV show and we're so excited to have him. Welcome, Tristan, to A Bit Rogue. So you are a DJ, you're an event planner, you've just come off MAFS.
It's been a big 3 months.
Yeah.
Actually, longer than that. It's been a big year.
Yeah. So we actually all know each other because Tristan books me to DJ at Wharf Bar, and we've had some very wild Wharf Bar nights.
We have had a lot of wild Bar nights.
Tristan's been through a lot with us. Like,
Yeah.
I think he's between the margaritas and having to, pull me back off some randoms. No, I'm kidding. He actually one time did jump in when a guy was being rude to me and was like, "You tell me if he's rude to you, go get him out."
We'll kick him out.
I was like, "Yeah, 99."
Skye loves to use the security as its favourite. Some guys will be like, "Mate, I'm here, leave," and I'm like, "Skye."
No, actually, one time though, there was like this real creepy guy, and he kept standing. I don't know if you remember this, but he kept standing in the crowd where girls are dancing, and like this venue, like let's say that the most common age is like between 18 to 20, and there was this like old bloke standing around and asking chicks if they wanted a drink, and I straight away was just like, "Hey, I think that guy's weird." And you were like, "Yeah, he needs to go. He's fucking making
let's
chicks
explain
feel
the exact
uncomfortable."
story of what happened. So, creepy old dude, Skye was really correct like that. I've looked over into the crowd, Skye's finger pointing at this dude, being like, "Mate, you fucking leave, you absolute creep." Then she's seeing me, comes storming up to me, grabbing me by the collar and like, "Kick this geezer out." Next minute, the dude's just like, "Whatever," and he's gone.
Me and Skye think we own Wharf Bar.
No, but
sometimes.
to be fair, women should have access to feel safe and comfortable when they're going out with their friends. They are not hot property for any male. And you are so good at that. Because you one time asked me, you're like, "Do you think this guy's being creepy?" And I was like,
yeah, because you always get those weird old people, right? So they're like the 40, 50-year-olds that, they're probably...
And Wharf Bar, there's like a lot of young people there now.
Yeah.
It's like aimed at like 18 to 25.
I remember back in the day, like you'd go on a Thursday or Friday Arvo, and like it's all...
Arvy.
I was going to say Arvy, but it just
Arvy.
didn't come out.
Arvy.
She's just too classy for that word.
Yeah.
But yeah, everyone would be blue collar. It was giving like, God, what's that venue I just said in Wynyard?
Oh, Ryan's Bar.
It used to be like Ryan's Bar a little bit. Like everyone would jump off the ferry, and
now
I think maybe you could work
since
from
you've been
home.
working there, it's very cool.
Yeah, it's just a lot of
Everyone
good
goes
music.
there now.
I think I did comment on your post one time being like, "Tristan made Wharfie great again."
Yeah, it was very sweet. Skye was just like,
Yeah.
but I couldn't have done it without you, Tori, and you, Skye. My great DJs do all the hard work.
DJs, hey.
Yeah. DJs.
Claim it.
DJs plus one.
No, I'm not plus one. When she goes to the loo, I'll stand there.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember the time? So you came in and you were with some mates, and then Skye, you came in later, and I was like, "Oh yeah, look, Tori's here," and then you look so depressed. You're like, "What do you mean Tori's here?" And I'm like, "Yeah, Tori's playing." Like, and she goes, "How did I not know
Yeah,
this?"
you were so off me. You were like, "Tori, I can't believe you didn't tell me what the fuck."
I had a bottomless that day.
You did.
And so by the time I saw you and got the news, I was like, that bitch is meant to be my best fucking friend.
Oh my God. It was so adorable because you're like, "Tori, I'm just your biggest fan."
Apparently you were like, "Oh no, she's not." And
Yeah.
She's
she
trying
was
to
like,
tell me.
"I think she is."
And I was like really passive. I was like, "No, I think I would know if she was playing."
and she's just like, "I book her."
No, Tristan goes, and your name is in this huge letters on this poster, and it's like Tori Levette, and I was like, "Oh, what a bitch."
You still had a great night though. You didn't leave until the end of it as well.
Yeah, I was probably the
Always.
last one there.
Always.
Yeah,
She's the biggest
always.
fan
Only at
club right there.
Only
Biggest
at
fan.
Wolfie though. Like, don't catch me staying out late anywhere else.
Yeah.
Only
Yeah.
at me local.
Yeah, at the local. Keep
Because
it
then I
home.
know I'm not too far from home.
Yeah.
Well, because we have known each other for a couple of years and we always have little deep chats here and there, I feel like now post-show, like you've just blossomed. You are thriving. You're 30.
You came across so beautiful in the show. I need to say, like, I don't think I've ever cried in watching reality TV so much. 1 and 2, laughed. You're funny, charismatic, like just everything. You just came across so well. And I think like a lot of the time when I watch reality, like people don't come across that well. Like you honestly came across. I was like, that's my friend. I was like, that's my friend. I was so proud of watching you.
But now you're 30, mature, you're blossoming,
Yeah.
you're on the other side. And I do feel like going on the show really helped you in terms of, confidence, just because I did see a snippet of one of the boys. I think it was...
Jack.
Not Jack.
not Jack.
No. Someone gave you a pep talk.
Jono. Yeah.
Jono.
Jono
So,
gave me a pep talk.
and things that he was saying, I feel like we've discussed in the past, because you used to have this narrative about yourself. When you wanted to talk to someone, you would start the sentence by, being a little bit negative about yourself and sometimes people can take that as like oh, he's fishing for compliments, but it wasn't like that at all. It was a bit of an insecurity thing. And you know, everyone would always say, you're such a legend. But I think when someone you've just kind of met and you're getting close to, and as we spoke about with Valeria in our last episode, when you're with these people 24/7, you have better communication and you form closer connection. So I think by Jono sitting you down and saying, you're a fucking legend, I think you actually were like, oh, maybe I actually am.
Yeah.
And I think that was like the best thing for me to see a friend going on a show, because we have lots 100%. Of friends that go on reality and they come out and they're like, fuck this.
So
they need to go to therapy.
Like,
They fucking hated their experience. But I feel like for you, it's been a really positive outcome. Do you feel that way? Did you feel supported by the other husbands?
So MAFS was still probably like one of the best things I've done, because we basically have how you guys explained it. Not alone that we had support by the other husbands, we also had by the support about the whole of the producers in the teams.
Oh, nice.
Like, from like the first episode when I basically told Australia I hated myself. I've been in counselling since then, but like positive wise, because they support it, right? Yeah. And like the amount of growth it's just as crazy how I like when I rewatch it, and I hate rewatching it. Like I watch me do stuff.
Did you watch the whole thing?
No, I had to watch snippets. I got called and she's like, my agent's like, you need to watch this episode. I'm like, great. What did I do now? Like, and then I say I've got like a murder stare. Like when I get really stressed, I do this. I'm like, fucking Tristan, what are you doing? Anyway.
I'd rather a murder stare than a bitch face though.
Yeah.
I'd rather people think that I'm like the guy from You than just like bitchy me.
No one thinks that's Skye. What are you talking about?
Thank you.
But the show was awesome. I mean, like the amount of support, I mean, from all the husbands, I'm still really close with everyone, which is fantastic. And just it was probably the best thing I've done, you know? Because like you just fully grow as a person as well. And then rewatching it now is harder, because then you're like, oh, that was such the old me. Like I can't believe I was in that state.
I love that.
And then when you're looking at yourself now, and it's like, people always ask me, would you change anything? I wouldn't really change anything, because I've had to kind of go through that to get to where I am now.
A part of growth. Growth is scary, and sometimes you have to go outside of your comfort zone. Because when you told me you were going on MAFS, I was like, what the fuck? Like, I never would have thought you would put yourself forward or put yourself out there like that, because it comes down to... Some people say it's a bit rogue, you know? It is a bit rogue, but I'd never... Like, for you, right? I knew you were going on there because you genuinely wanted to be with another person.
100%. Yeah.
But for us, it's so easy to be like, okay, that person's on there because they just fucking want to get a few Instagram followers. They want a few free clothes from bloody Stacks. Like, you know what I mean? So for you, I can vouch hand over my heart. I know you didn't go on that show for, 100%. You know, clout or anything like that.
And that came across as well, like watching you on this show.
Yeah, very genuine.
Yeah, genuine.
And that brings me to my next question. Do you feel like sometimes, or maybe just in your season, do you feel like the producers match up people that aren't actually compatible for views or for failure, or so that there are a couple that have friction? Like, did you see anything like that and think, why were they even paired up?
So that's kind of like where it is, right? It's like on from the first week, it was so weird when we came into the first dinner party. Everyone was like in love. Everyone
really?
Yeah, it was wild. Like
we're
walking around and we're being like, oh, I love my partner. I love this. I love that. Like everyone was super happy. By the second,
that makes me a bit toey. Love that.
Yeah,
love is in the air.
Yeah, like literally. But by the second and third party, it was probably by the third party, the cracks started coming out.
Okay.
Right,
yeah.
Like people started, you know, getting shitty.
Real
But
time.
that's like anything, right? Like when you first meet someone, oh my god, and then you really get to know them. Yeah.
But real
honeymoon
time,
phase, like
honeymoon
ended for people real quick, really quick.
Real time. How long was between the dinner parties?
So the dinner parties went for about real
days,
time.
like how many days apart, weeks apart?
A week to 10 days.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
depending on what we're doing.
10 days in a room with someone, you can start to
100%.
friction.
Because you think about when you first go on dates with people, it's like 1 week, and then the next week you might see them once, and then it drags along with everything's like confined so much that everything happens so much faster.
And you're also living with the partner 24/7.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then you're supposed to also spend, so Monday to Fridays we do like filming and stuff, and then Saturdays and Sundays you have like time off where you can kind of do what you want and stuff.
Yeah.
But you're supposed to kind of spend time with your partner.
Yeah.
And like for the first like month or so it went really, really good. But then like by a month in, you've seen them 7 days a week. You've got nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
Like, you're
also, you're not doing things outside of that as well.
And that's what was good about Cass and I. Is then we started going on like random dates. Like Cass is amazing at archery. It's crazy.
That is
Like,
so
if I was like if our plane crashed and we had to survive, if fine with Cass. It's fine. Like, you know, it's perfectly fine. I'll start the fire and chill on the beach. She'll go hunting. She was a weapon.
She'd be a good mum. Do you know why? Because when I was pregnant, I had never really done axe throwing or archery before. And I went in there and I did not miss a bullseye. I'm not kidding. And I've never done, obviously, axe throwing or none of that. But it's like, maybe I'm out here trying to protect my family, you know?
I've got a baby on the way, you know? I've got a baby.
I need to become a boy mum.
Mate,
I need
someone
to learn
breaks in, bang, axe throwing. Okay. Yeah,
axe.
but then it was like some of the other couples, they just, so your question for the first part is, I'm not sure if they match it up. I reckon they give everyone a shot, right?
Okay.
And then they kind of let they let them be them, and they kind of crumble inside on themselves.
Let everyone go animals.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, realistically, if you strip away looks, personality, literally everything, and we're just beings, you could essentially go to intensive therapy as a couple and work through it, right? But they don't really do that on MAFS. It's more like the professionals look in and like have their 2 cents, and that's about it.
The experts were actually surprisingly really smart and really switched on.
Yeah.
Really?
Like we had this one time, it was like we had Alessandra come and see Cassandra and I, and we had John come and see
They call
us.
out the bullshit as well.
They do.
Yeah.
That dude, John can smell bullshit. Like you're trying to like literally like you won't be able to leave the couch.
I never knew if they were actors or not.
Nah, they're really
legit.
like, because I thought the similar thing when I'm like, surely you guys probably have a script. You tell me
Taking
what's
the piss,
up.
yeah.
You know, like nothing. But there was this one time, the one I remember the most. Me and Cassandra was in like a really bad place, and John comes in. Like I was chilling in my laptop. I had 15 people in the room, and then I looked up and everyone was gone. And then I sat there being like, oh no, something big's about to happen. I hear that knock at the door, and I've got a very weird phobia now of knocks at the door and ladies under the door. I'm like, oh, fuck. I walk
That's
up.
why you didn't knock, you just walked straight in.
Walked straight in. I walked up, I looked in the bathroom, there's 15 of the producers and stuff all crammed in this one tiny bathroom. They're like, don't say nothing. I've opened the door and there's John leaning on the fring being like, hey mate, how are you? And I'm just like,
God.
fuck. Like, what did I do?
Did it give you like the feeling of going into the principal's office?
Exactly the feeling of going into the principal's. You've got Daddy John coming in and you're like, oh no, I'm going to get a scolding. But then it was really cool. He comes in, we try to do this bullshit talk about cricket. Only lasts for about 20 seconds. And he goes, you know, he crosses his legs and he goes, all right, Tristan, let's get to the nitty gritty part. Let's talk about your relationship. And I'm just like,
so it's kind of like one-on-one therapy for your couple.
Depending on some people, yeah. Because once we did that, then Cassandra came in, and then but the crazy part about it was I was feeling so bad about it. But by the end of the session with John, I was like, me and Cass were hugging again. We were laughing again. I'm like, you're really smart. So they actually are pretty much experts. I give it to them.
Do you reckon it helped yourself for like future relationships?
100%.
Yeah.
Like, because not
so
alone
cool.
can you like learn all these lessons, but then you get a full front-on view of what you're like and stuff.
I'm glad, because I don't know if I'm allowed to disclose this, but I remember you texting me and some of the things you were saying, I'm like, dude, no, don't say that to her. Like, girls don't want to hear that. Don't tell her that.
Skye was my ultimate wingman. The part when I told her I loved her, and I was like, what do I do, Skye? And Skye's like, look, honey, like things go up and things go down. And I'm like,
because I'm like, I am not the right person to get relationship advice from. However, I was like,
you're good at giving them advice, though. You just like keep on sticking into, just listen, just do this, and I'm just like, I
think it's about persevering and like being open. But there was one thing that Tori brought to my attention, and you know me, I'm a very loyal friend. You fuck with my friends, I'll fuck your life up. So
I'm very, very loyal guy.
I'm going to say this without class. There was someone, his name is Jack. He said a really inappropriate comment, not just to you, but to
everyone.
Anyone. And the reason why I'm saying it's inappropriate is he's a personal trainer, someone that should be conscious of the things that he says about people's looks on the outside. Now, I watched it thinking, wow, this is so similar to Sandoval's situation. Do you remember when I was in Wolfie and I asked for the microphone and I was like, Sandoval's a liar. Yeah. So basically Sandoval, he cheats on his partner, He just never takes accountability at all. And I think like the gift he gave you, like the supplement store or whatever, that is the cuntiest thing that someone could do. That's not a nice gesture. And if I was there, like I would, that guy would be not happy. But like, he didn't take accountability. He wasn't genuine and sorry. And I just want you to know that, like, normal people don't speak like that and don't treat others like that.
So that's my one regret on the show. So I've normally got no regrets in the show. I mean, the actions I've done, I've kind of learned from them and I'm building myself as a person. But that's the one thing, because I had to rewatch that. And I'm even looking at myself being like, Tristan, what are you doing, bro?
Why did you not speak up? But you're not that type of person.
I know,
though.
but also when I'm like looking at him direct, eye to eye, the dude looked depressed. Like he's just been like 6 weeks of getting like abused. Like I don't think, I now know he wasn't sorry for it because there was a whole thing. He leaked a bunch of my text messages after like that. And that kind of hurt a bit more because I'm like, dude, like you still called me fat on TV and called me a whale. But in saying that, you've called like a lot of, it might not have just been directly at me, but it was like, everyone's also got like a lot of insecurities. You shouldn't say that. But then a lot of line, I listened to your bullshit apology. And then on top of that, you've just gone and leaked a bunch of my text messages.
Yeah, so he's just not a nice person.
Nah, and that hurts more because I'm like, you're actually not sorry. If you were like,
but you can tell he's not genuine and he wasn't on there for the right reasons.
Yeah, he wasn't there for the right reasons. And at the end of the day, that stuff shows you can try pretend to be a certain way. And unfortunately, we have a friend that's similar. He went on a show and he said the same thing. Bad edit. It's not a bad edit. That's just who you are. You can't change. You can't hide. If you're a shitty person, you cannot hide that from like 3 different camera angles. And
especially
like 50
when they've done 11
likes.
seasons of MAFS. They snip it out straight away. Like literally.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that now, like, because I feel like if that happened 6 months ago and it wasn't someone on a TV show, you probably would have really taken that to heart.
Yeah.
But now, like we were talking just before we came in, like with the, rude comments and stuff, it's laughable.
Yeah. You got to laugh at
it. Yeah. Some of them are actually, but some of them are just witty and funny. So I sit there being like, okay, that's actually pretty good.
Well done. What was the one that you said before?
Which one?
The one about the...
Oh, yeah. So one of the comments I got was, when I hear this dude's voice, I get jealous of deaf people. And I sat there and I read it and I was like...
You got to laugh.
And I was like, look, well played. That's a fair one.
Watch someone say that to me now.
Oh, yeah.
Because we put it on Bloody a Bit Rogue. Yeah. Someone's going to comment that on our TikTok. But the most exciting thing to come out of MAFS is you're now no longer hiding behind a bloody stage name. We're not going to be Tim Bunnings anymore. We're rebranding to Tristan.
The rebrand's good. So for the people that don't know, DJ name of Tim Bunnings. Besides getting the cease and desist orders, let's just put that away from Bunnings, right? We're doing a full, we're putting a full rebrand to Tristan. So I'm really stoked about that.
Is that because you don't hand out snags at your gigs?
No, basically, And they kept on saying no to my Tim Bunnings warehouse party. I was like, it's a great idea. Like, it's a fantastic.
You can still do the warehouse.
Yeah, let's just do it.
And
then we can have Bunnings.
Can I just say, they should be grateful that you're even promoting the name, because who the fuck does promo for Bunnings anyway?
No, the Bunnings people do for Bunnings. That's what I reckon. We do a little bit of a video. I walk in, they're like, welcome to Bunnings. And I'm like, hey, I'm Tim Bunnings. Talk a bunch of shit. Get me on the freaking barbecue. Next minute, full rave. It'll be freaking
No, but we're not going to do that because we're Tristan.
Yeah, we're Tristan now. You've had your chance, Bunnings. You've missed it. Okay?
The most exciting thing, I think one of your first gigs is going to be with Tori on her event on the island.
It's on the island. It's on the 20th. He's going to be playing after me. I think we just decided before we're going to do a back-to-back as well.
Yes.
It's going to be super fun.
So if you're in Sydney, you want to hang out with Tristan and Tori and me.
Yes. Most importantly, Skye.
Most importantly,
Skye. The island on the 20th?
20th, yes. 1 till 7. Sunset Slay. And also...
Sunset Slay is by far the best word I think I've heard all day.
Sunset
I'm going to say that all the time. Look, what time is it? Sunset Slay time.
He kind of trapped me because, like, obviously I'm taking content for you, but he's like, oh, can you take content for me too? And I'm like, oh, yeah, sure. I'll just drink at the very end.
Yeah, that was like literally straight away. I was like,
no, you can get drunk while you do it. Like, I think about every time I'm at Wharfie, I'm like plastered by the time I get off stage.
Yeah, but that's also my fault. I'm like, if you're drinking, I've got a drink,
yeah,
Sky's got a drink.
But your videos look good because I've got a steady hand.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like this the whole time.
You'd be great in an arm wrestle,
Thank you.
I reckon you'd have to gauntlet down.
Yeah, I probably would if I'm honest. Jack, arm wrestle me, baby.
Yeah, so, you called my friend a whale. Let's fucking go. Let's go.
So any other exciting gigs coming up? Are you starting to make your own music? I know you showed me music quite a while ago.
Yeah.
And that was epic. Like,
thanks, Tori.
Yeah. What's in the pipeline?
I've actually got 3 or 4 songs I'll be releasing soon. I'm not talking too much about it because I'm very self-conscious of my own music. I don't know how you do it, Tori. Because when you send me your stuff, I'm like, this is sick. And then I listen to my stuff and I'm like,
your stuff and I'm like, this is sick.
Maybe we need to go on a music show and then be confident about our music.
Yeah, married at first DJ or DJ at first set.
But you always got to start somewhere. Like I look at the first song that I ever released, and I'm like, oh my god, I don't like.
Was
I
that
don't
Shady
ever.
Intentions?
No, it was
that was a great one. What are you talking about?
What was it called?
Crazy?
Something bad. No, something bad. And I'm like mortified. I'm like, do not ever play that in front of me. Like some people like think it's funny, like putting my music on while I'm around, and like they put that one. I'm like, no, I don't want to hear my voice. I don't want to hear anything.
You know, we recorded a first episode that's never gone anywhere.
Yeah.
Can I see the first episode?
No,
It's never
even
gone
Jock
anywhere.
was
Why
like,
can't I see the episode?
Even Jock was like, yeah, shit, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Nah,
Like,
what even-
just don't worry.
I'm sure we should put it on. Make it the last episode.
No, I'm sure your music is amazing, and we're really excited for your adventure.
I'm excited. I'll be playing one unreleased track at Tori.
Oh yes, you
and
have
friends.
to, 100%. Oh my god, yes, I'm so excited.
Slay. I'll take a video
Slay.
of that.
Sunset Slays.
Sunset Slays.
I'm
Maybe I
just
should
gonna
call the event Sunset,
Sunset
Slays.
Slay. Please call the event
Yes.
Sunset Slay.
Call it
Oh,
Sunset
fuck
Slay.
Tori and Friends. Sunset
That'd be
Slay.
good branding.
Or
as well.
Sunset Slay with Tori and friends.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh,
I
there we
like
go,
that.
there we
Okay,
go.
here
We're
we
getting
go.
there.
Here we go. I've got my
Meeting.
marketing team here.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there.
So
You're doing great,
did
Skye.
you-
You're doing great.
Did you come prepared with your most rogue moment?
So this is like, we was talking about this before. I had to do a 10-hour drive back from Melbourne yesterday. 9.5 hours out of the 10 hours of the drive. I was trying to think of my most rogue story to say. You've got choose. You can choose one, right? How I got banned from Ivy, or what is my X-rated tattoo?
I want to
I
do
want to.
both.
Yeah. Wait, can you tell the tattoo one and then the Ivy one?
Yeah, okay. So me and my best mate Marcel, we went out on a rowdy time, right?
How do
We
you
went-
know Marcel?
So me and Marcel met during work about 3 or 4 years ago. Best man at my wedding.
Oh yeah, no. He works at Wolfie.
He works at Wolfie.
Totally
But we
know
met
who
him
you're
before
talking
he worked at Wolfie.
Yeah.
Wherever I go
So
to
he
work.
took my spot of best man.
Yeah, he took your spot. So Tori was supposed to be one of the
I don't know,
groomsmen.
that's
And then she was in tour in Japan. And I'm like, okay, cool. So he took your spot as best
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
right? He did well. He was very tired, but he did well. So we went out on a massive, massive night. And I don't actually remember much, but I woke up the next day and then I had a message from my tattoo artist. And he was like, how's your lip feel? And I'm like, what are you talking about? How's my lip feel? And he's like, oh, you don't remember, do you? And I'm
Oh my
like,
God.
I'm like, nah, I don't remember nothing. So I've walked into the bathroom. I pulled down my lip. And
Go
there's
on, pull it down.
No, no, no,
Pull
no,
it
no.
down,
No, no,
pull
no,
it
no, no, no,
Hey.
no.
What
Yeah.
did he say? Oh shit.
Yeah, so I've woken up with that. I still stand by my mum just likes, handbags. So like, that's why we've got it from there, right? So I've woken up with that and I was like, what's happened? And he's like, you don't remember it all? I'm like, nah, Brian. He goes, you seem very sober when you're plastered. I'm like, it's a gift and it's a curse.
Yeah.
It's a gift and it's a curse. So then there's that one. And then there's the ivy.
That is pretty fucking rogue, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
No, but to be honest, in that era 3 years ago, you're a bit of a fiend.
Yeah, I was.
The show
Yeah.
was good for detox.
The show was great for detox. So yeah, 3-year-old Tristan. It's because it's been, and the guy was like, I'm like, how long does this last for? And he goes, normally 6 months, but I chucked in extra deep for you, and now it's been about 2.5, 3 years, and it hasn't
way.
moved. So
That's
great
so
story
funny.
to tell
Good
the
bang for your
grandkids, Good bang for your buck. So yeah.
And then Ivy, why are you not allowed at Ivy? Because that's Maryvale. So you've obviously ruffled some feathers
I've
with
ruffled
Justin
some
Hems.
feathers. No, I reckon me and Justin Hems just need to sit down and have a beer. It'll be all right,
Yeah,
It'll be all right. We'll sort it out.
Go to Toddy's at like 5:30 on a Friday arvo, and he'll be there.
They keep on sending in my emails being like, look, I'm really sorry. It was
Out of character.
out of character for me. And so once again, it was you good old 3 years ago fiend Tristan. I was on a 3-day bender, and the last stop on the 3-day bender was the pool club. So went up to pool club, super rowdy, should have gone home, should have
Were
gone
you
to
with
sleep.
Jay?
Huh?
Were you with Jay?
No, I wasn't with Jay.
Okay, I was gonna say,
we've got
like,
a
if
lot
that
of rowdy moments with Jay.
Because I feel like Jay should have a life ban at Ivy. But anyway.
Nah,
carry
Jay's
on.
just too lovable, Like,
Yeah.
the amount of times Jay comes in the Wharf Bar completely causes... And you were the same, Skye. You two together is just absolute
I don't care.
rowdiness, right? When
I
I've got-
actually bring a little bit of light entertainment. And
You do,
someone
you
has to
do.
bring some fire to the venue when it's cold.
You did.
Girls don't wear much when they go out. Someone's got to warm them up. It's me, baby.
Yeah. Skye for president, 100%.
Anyway, pool club.
So pool club, went up to the elevator, having a great time. All my mates decided to jump into the pool, right? And then one of my other mates, she was there as well. And this is the annoying part I get annoyed about myself. She's like, I'm going to jump in the pool, I'm not going to jump. And I was like, when you do that? 1, 2,
Oh my God.
3. And it was 1, 2, 3. She went in the water, right? and she hated, like, she didn't hate it, but she was like, I'm all wet, I'm cold, blah, blah. I get kicked out straight away.
Back in the day, you used to be able to swim in Ivy Pool, though. I don't understand
Yeah.
why, like,
I
now
think
you
you can.
can't. No, well,
Nah,
no.
not really, no,
Actually,
no.
the event that I DJ'd at not long ago, people were in the pool, but every other time, it's, you'll get kicked out if you go in the pool. And it's like,
Straight away.
how do we know when we're allowed in the pool and when we're not?
Am I allowed knees deep? or
Yeah,
nipples
yeah.
deep?
Can I go under?
Literally, they grab me, like, and I'm like, come from hospitality, so I'm very respectful when I get kicked
Yeah.
out. I'm like, look, my bad, I'll leave. Didn't think of anything of it because I was super, super drunk. Woke up the next day, and I still worked for Maryvale at the time, and then I got called by my
you
mate.
were working.
Yeah, I was working at a different drink at a time, yeah.
Not to say that at the beginning of the story.
So my mate's like, you might be getting in trouble for this. So then, you know, anxiety happens on Sunday.
Yeah.
Monday comes in, and I'm very much a person that just turns myself in, you know? So I've walked down to my boss, and I'm like, look, boss, I fucked up. And my boss is like, what did you do? And I'm like, I got kicked out of Ivy. And she's like, what did you do? And I'm like, this and this. 2 hours later, she gets this call from like the big group operation. She goes, yeah, Tristan's in some trouble. Bro, they like, I had to go through meetings on meetings on meetings. They like basically let me keep my job. And then I was like, okay, this seems a bit really intense, but that's all right.
Yeah.
But anyway, a month later, after that kind of stuff happens, I'm kind of much like, look, I'm not moving up anywhere on the ladder. And that's how I got the job at Wharf Bar. And
That's
then
good, but it also sounds like it was the same time as when Maryvale owed everyone a bunch of fucking money. So maybe they're like, oh, let's just pick on the staff and not pay their super.
yeah, because I also got an email about that as well, being like, Maryvale owes you a bunch of money, blah, blah, blah.
Sam hasn't worked there in 10 years and he still gets random payments from them. 10
Really?
years.
They probably
And he
pay
gets just
back.
random like couple $100s, couple $1,000 for back payments because he worked there for so long. Yeah.
But look, Justin, I love you, and if you want to let me back into Ivy,
yeah,
I
I
miss
think
it.
I used to work at Ivy too.
Yeah, you know, it's fine. You know, it's all good. Let us back in. You know,
You
it's
can
fine.
use my ID.
Thank you. So actually, I did. So there's a guy called. That's not your ID, but I had to when I was just before I turned 30, I got my first ever fake ID. And I had to use it to get into Ivy, right? I was like, I borrowed my friends and it scanned them, and the guy's like this. And he
It
does a
works?
scan.
Like,
It
what?
worked. I got
that's
in. I was
good.
freaking stoked. And I was like heaps happy, and I only ever used it on rare times. But now the problem is, because I've been on the TV show, I can't.
And
I
now
can't do
you've
again.
announced it on a bit road.
Yeah, and I've announced it on a bit
actually
road.
Dustin
Similar.
Hams let him back into Ivy.
But,
He
like,
needs to
I
watch
had
my
to
gigs.
get-
I need to see Tori's gig.
Yeah.
I had to
Please do.
line up an ID for Japan for Mario Kart. The pricks wouldn't let me drive over there because I'm a criminal in Australia.
Are you a criminal in Australia? Do you
Well,
not have a
I-
license there, Skye?
No, I can't get an international license. So obviously I called my friend who has
Yeah.
blonde hair and I was like, bitch, I want to go Mario Kart. Can I use your license? And she's like, why? And I'm like, they won't let me get an
They're
international
very strict over
license.
there.
Are they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
super strict.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I actually thought you were going to have trouble getting into Japan because you're not allowed to go to Japan with any criminal record.
Yeah.
I just didn't say anything until now, and then we got back.
Am I the only one that doesn't know about Skye's mysterious
It's not even a
criminal
criminal
record?
record. It's just a
It's affecting you to
DUI.
get
It's
it.
just drink
Oh,
driving,
is
yeah.
it?
Yeah.
But some
But I
countries are
mean-
just really strict. Like America as well,
Yeah.
you have to click.
That
like,
was my
yeah.
one thing I said in court. I was like, I travel to the US quite often. Like, am I going to be able to get in the country? And the judge looked at me like I was retarded. And he was like, of course you can go to America. And I was like,
Oh, see, I've always
okay.
been so anal
Sorry.
about that because I'm like, I want to be able to go to America.
yeah, same. I was
Yeah.
like, I need to fuck up some Roscoe's fried chicken and waffles. Like, I can't be stuck here.
Yeah, 100%.
So everyone that comes on the potty
Okay, cool. What's
gets
this?
a game.
Okay, cool. What's the game? Am I going to hate the game? Nah, I'm gonna love the game.
No. So we're actually going to play Never Have I Ever because
Sweet.
I feel like we're drinking, buddies when we do go
I've got my
out.
water.
Yeah.
They're a
Sip.
bit random and like they're not scary.
Nah, shoot it at me. It's a bit rogue.
So, for example, and answer this one.
Yeah.
Never have I ever actually kept a secret because I think when you were going on MAFS, you said to every single person, I am not allowed to tell anyone.
Yeah.
And I've signed
I was the only one that knew it.
and I've signed an
I think I was like,
NDA.
Skye, and she's like, this guy's like, I already know. And I was like, okay.
Sorry. So I've signed an NDA. I can't tell you this. Fuck it, I'm going to tell you anyway. So never have I ever kept a secret? Like, have you ever kept a secret before?
Yes, I have kept a secret before,
Oh,
but
okay,
the
there you
maths one wasn't. Yeah, I told about 50 people that as well. I'm like, you can't
I would
tell
do the same
anyone.
thing.
I'm like, you can't tell anyone, but I'm going on the show.
But like even mid-show, you'd like text me and be like, "Oh, this just happened, but I can't tell you." And then I wouldn't even write back yet, and you're like, "Okay, fine, I'll tell you." I'm like, "Okay."
I'm the worst. It's because you're a good friend. What do you mean? Like, I gotta tell
Nah,
you this
need
stuff.
You need the support from homies.
You do.
Never have I ever messaged Fred again over and over and over again to play at Warfare.
I've definitely done that. I've definitely done that.
You know how awkward it's going to be when you book him for something and
It's
then he
Diplo as
opens
well.
the messages and there's just like already 50 like
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
'cause it's-
Hey, can you play Warfare? Hey, can you play Warfare?
Instagram, no, they were long constructive. It was like, hey, Fred,
Yeah.
you're killing it in Melbourne.
Yeah.
I'm seeing this right now. Hey, look, in Sydney,
No,
but then
it's
they
so
actually
good.
had to stop messaging him, so it got worse because I had to re-comment on his stories, and I just felt like such a tool because he'd post being like, oh my God, Queensland. I'm like, hey, what about Wolfie? ... question mark. Oh.
That's so funny.
Fred, if you're watching, come play at Wolfie,
Yeah,
please.
come play at Wolfie.
Come play at Wolfie.
I'll go.
Yeah, Skye will be there. Tori will play after you. It's
I
done.
won't even kick the creepy men out. They can
Nah,
stay.
you've got to do that, Skye. You're the new
Alright, so,
security. That's your
yeah.
job.
Oh, it's not new. I've always been secco for Tori.
Sweet.
Never have I ever secretly wished you got partnered up with another contestant on an
Nah,
experience.
I got the best contestant on the show by
So
far.
you did.
Cass is, as they say, sunset slay. Cass was by far the absolute best.
What a weapon.
Hands down.
That's
Yeah.
super
Oh, I
cute.
love that. Okay, never have I ever.
Have you seen the other contestants?
No,
Cass
you
killed
did.
it.
You killed it. Never have I ever Shazammed another DJ set.
Yeah, definitely done that.
Yeah, I've done it. I mean, there's even a video that like a Fisher doing it, like at a festival.
That's
You
why.
have to.
That's why I thought of that because I've definitely seen you midday, like at a lunch sesh, and you're like standing there like weirdly, and I'm like, I know he's
He's
doing
Shazamming.
that right
I
now.
do these ones. I put a Shazam and then I put it next to my thing so no one sees that I'm doing it. I do it all the time.
Yeah, but then I'm like, I want to make sure I get it as well. Because you play it, I sit
So
there
you're
and-
like Shazam.
Yeah, and I'm like, come on, everyone's gonna be like, what are you doing? And then all the DJs and everyone that basically has music looks at me and goes, You could just ask them. for
Yeah,
their track
you know what
ID.
I do? I just do the sneaky like video and just zoom up, and I'm like, yeah, I'm taking a video. That's a good one. Yeah, yeah, I
That's
did it
a
last
really
always
weekend.
tell
good
because
one.
you stand by yourself and
Yeah.
you're like, look sus. And
Yeah.
it's like they're obviously pissing themselves or they're shazamming. One or the other.
One of the two. All right, come on, give a hard question. Actually, no, don't. You're doing good. You're doing good. You're doing good.
Never have I ever wished I did another reality TV show.
So the
Like
only
instead of MAFS.
Oh no, Mouse was a good one. The only one I ever wanted was Better Homes and Gardens. I reckon it would just be so much fun
Same.
walking around me being like, look at my tulips, and
Yeah.
this is my
And then you
lovely
could probably
decor.
meet Dr. Harry as well.
And I really want to meet Dr. Harry. He's the man. He's
I
like,
wonder if he's doing any shows at the Easter show. We should check that out and maybe tee it up.
yeah, do a bit rogue with
I-
Dr. Harry. That would be freaking sick. And you can bring in like a little sheep or a lamb.
Yes.
Yes, and then you can
Yes.
be like, this
well,
is.
I was more thinking of a Tristan cross Dr. Harry, but
You
we
get
can
me
bring
in a
Dr.
room with
Harry
Dr.
in.
Harry. We've done this. Like we've
He's
got this.
definitely fingered a lot of bum holes, like cow bum holes, goat bum
Yeah,
holes.
yeah,
My
yeah.
sister's dog just had to get its anal glands released. This poor thing.
Poor thing.
That's actually really common.
Yeah.
Jock just goes, he put his hand up and he goes the same. I was like, why are you putting your hand? Are you telling us to cut it?
I thought he was telling me like don't say putting fingers in assholes. I'm like, that's
I
what
thought you were
vets
saying
do.
stop leaning on your chair. That's why you put your hand up. Jock, you've confused us all, boss.
Yeah,
You've confused us all.
Wait, Jock, turn your freaking mic on. What do you mean you fingered assholes?
No, they were cattle at the farm.
Oh, you're a farm
To
boy as
release
well,
the
Jock.
anal glands or just...
No, it's actually to electronically stimulate a bull's anus so we can get semen samples.
Oh.
I
There you go,
that
Jock.
actually
There you
go. That
go.
is so interesting that bulls get that because men, don't be scared of your buttholes, all right? It's a little stimulation in there.
Yeah. Cheers, Skye. We'll keep
No
that
worries.
note. We'll keep that as a note. Cheers, Skye.
Well, thanks for coming on the pod.
Thank you for
Tristan.
having me.
Thank you
and remember,
so much.
20th, Tori and Friends Takeover
Yes.
at the new Sunset
Sunset
Slate.
Slate.
New release music, new release music.
It's
Sky's
gonna
going to be there.
Sky-
You're going to watch her
Sky's
kick a bunch
gonna
of
be there.
creepy dudes into the water. It's going to be sick.
I'll yeet them over. But, you know, we're so proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we actually are.
And thank you for your support, especially you, because you both were checking in to make sure I was all right, and that actually
Yeah.
means the world.
Yeah.
Because like
feel
experiments up and down, right?
Yeah.
But then the cool thing about it is that you remember you still got friends on the outside as well.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, so even if they're all assholes to you, at the end of the day, you got us, baby.
Exactly.
But
Let's
they
go.
weren't all
And
assholes.
also
You had
just a
good-
quick
good
plug for
friends.
Channel 9, sign up to season 12 coming out soon. You know, put your little applications in. It's a great experience. There we go.
Skye, maybe you should jump on.
Yeah.
No, she wants to go on Farm Wants a Wife.
Yeah, I do want to find someone that owns a winery.
Okay. Okay.
How good a winery for the gals, and then like a petting zoo for Banks, like a little
Yes,
goats
there you
and
go.
cows, and maybe
Double
even
whammy.
a little dirt bike track for him.
That's good.
I'm
All right.
not stupid.
Channel 7, Farmer Wants a Wife. You got Skye sitting right here.
Cow, baby. Never seen Cars?
Yeah, I have seen that, but isn't it Ka-chow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was trying to do like cow, like.
Yeah, I get what you mean. You get what you mean. You get what you mean. Anywho.
Vibes.
Thanks for having me. You guys are the best.
No, I love
Lots of love.
Thanks for listening to A Bit Rogue, where we uncover the stories of athletes, artists, and celebrities with their most rogue moments. Episodes dropping every Wednesday.